Hey everyone, so we're going to do my first speed test today for the Xperia X Compact, and I'm going to be stacking up against the Galaxy S7 Edge. So, going to get right to it, going to power both on at the same time. So the Xperia X Compact this year, more of a mid-range device. Of course, the Galaxy S7 Edge is Samsung's flagship device, although it is a few months old at this point, came out around March. We'll also be doing a test with the Galaxy Note 7, and then the iPhone 7, 7 Plus, a lot of Xperia phones. Now this is the American version, Snapdragon version, which is a little slower than an international version. But you see here, loading up quicker. Not by much, pretty close. Now despite the difference of specs, so the Galaxy S7 Edge Snapdragon 820 versus the 650 and the X Compact, the phones are actually pretty close in price, only $100 difference. Alright, so we're going to get started. We're going to do Temple Run 2 first. Everything's good there. Everything's good there. Alright, Temple Run 2. And it looks like the X Compact may pull out this first test. Yes, it does indeed. Impressive first app opening test. Pretty easily winning this one. Alright, so we're going to look at web browsing. We're going to look at Chrome in a minute. Next up, CNN. And this app has been really slow today. I did a test run before I did this test. Something wrong with the app, actually may not load up. Give it another few seconds. So in terms of cameras, you have 5 megapixel front facing cameras on both. 23 megapixel rear facing camera on the X Compact versus 12 on the S7 Edge. Already mentioned Snapdragon 650 and X Compact. And you see here loading up quicker on X Compact. Both obviously really slow, there's something wrong with the app. So again, Snapdragon 650, 3 gigabytes of RAM. In the S7 Edge, Snapdragon 820 with 4. Yeah, so something wrong with that app, but we were able to get it to load up on the X Compact at least. So that one goes to the X Compact as well. It's just settings. I think that actually might have been a little faster on X Compact. iFunny. Again, X Compact here. YouTube. Once again, X Compact. Yeah, I gotta say, Samsung's gotta make. I do like the S7 Edge, I think it's a great phone, but in terms of speed, Samsung's really gotta make the optimizations. Calculator, for the United States version anyway. Not much difference in these apps. Calculator, clock, both gonna be really similar. Alright, ESPN. Alright, so again, the X Compact things won everything besides the actual boot up, which was only like a couple second difference. Normally the app isn't this slow, but yeah, you can see pretty slow here on the S7 Edge. Again, normally not that slow, but that's the result we're getting tonight. Let's do photos next. I think it was a little faster on X Compact, they're both pretty fast. eBay. Oops. eBay. Alright, that was pretty close. May have been faster on the S7 Edge, hard for me to tell. So I'm looking behind the camera. Let's do Asphalt 8. Alright, so this one, the S7 Edge wins. And when you are actually running the games, they're going to run better on the S7 Edge just because of the Snapdragon 820. Alright, so we're going to do a few more tests after this. We'll do camera speed. Faster on the S7 Edge, but for this we're going to be testing how fast I take pictures. And we'll have an actual video test up, maybe picture as well. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so S7 Edge real fast taking pictures. At least on some occasions it is. Let's see. So next up we are gonna do Chrome. And you see there, I accidentally clicked on the wrong app on X Compact. Still loaded up quicker. Alright, so first site we're going to go to is site I've been to on both phones, IGN. And guys, both these phones, well, I haven't spent enough time with the X Compact. But in terms of the S7 Edge, really enjoyed the phone. It was actually my personal phone until August when the Galaxy Note 7 came out. And unfortunately, Xperia phones are not compatible on Verizon anymore. So I do need to use different branding for it. But I do use Xperia's as my work phone. At least for now I have the Xperia X Performance as my work phone. And you see here, so the X Compact winning this test actually hasn't even loaded up the image yet on the S7 Edge. There we go. Alright, another site I've been to and another one I haven't. Oh, and I'm also upgrading my wireless internet speed to 100 megabits per second. Right now it's 50. It doesn't seem like 50 at all to me. So hopefully that will be sometime next week. Alright, so see your S7 Edge. Alright, so I'm going to go to the site I haven't been to. I'll do NFL.com. Actually, I've probably been to on the S7 Edge. We do NHL.com. Yeah, I haven't been in this one. Alright, so you see, looks like it's probably fast on the S7 Edge. Yeah, fast on the S7 Edge is one. And one more I haven't been to, NBA.com. Alright, so that one goes to the Xperia X Compact. Yeah, so I think the web browsing pretty mixed. Alright, so I gotta say, I'll do a couple more tests, but so far, very impressive for the X Compact. Now, I did unboxing yesterday. I said I wasn't that impressed with the build quality, and I'm still not. So, just going over some of the other specs on these before I do some more tests. So, with the Xperia X Compact, you're getting a mostly plastic build. Personally, I don't really like the design that much. I like the design of, let me get the Z5 Compact real quick. Alright, so here's the Z5 Compact in my left hand. So, mostly glass build. frosted glass back. Higher quality material on that. But, you know, it's not, I mean, it's comfortable to hold. You'll probably put a case on it, so not a big deal. And again, guys, this is a mid-ranger, it's not a flagship device, but it does make the performance more impressive. Although Sony is charging $500 for it, which is pretty close to a flagship price, honestly. And then on the S7 Edge, mostly glass. Really nice build quality. So with the screens, S7 Edge 5.5 inches. Also have, of course, the edge on the side, on both sides. This is a Quad HD screen. And then on the X Compact, so you have a 4.6 inch screen. And of course, no edge or anything like that. 720p. In terms of battery, so 2700 capacity in the X Compact, 3600 in the S7 Edge. The X Compact does have stereo speakers, which the Galaxy S7 Edge is not. Although the Galaxy S7 Edge is waterproof, disappointing that the X Compact is not this year. Maybe they'll come out with an XZ Compact at some point that is waterproof, but again, the X Compact doesn't have it. In terms of connectivity, so on the X Compact, you're actually getting the latest technology here. You're getting USB Type-C. And on the S7 Edge, micro USB. Now, for the Galaxy Note 7, they did upgrade this to USB-C. But again, on here, it's just micro USB. And it mostly covers it. So this is, the X Compact can run you $500. S7 Edge $600. In terms of colors, white, gold, silver, and black for the S7 Edge. Blue, black, and white for the X Compact. And last, let's look at the fingerprint scanner. So on the S7 Edge, you have it right here on the home button. And on the X Compact, you do have it here on the side. Now, this is the United States version. Unfortunately, no fingerprint scanner on it. You can flash your device, get it that way. I haven't done that yet. Honestly, not sure if I will. I'll have to look into it. But the fingerprint scanner is the same as on, get it real quick. Yeah, on the X Compact. So just do a quick test. Now with the X Compact, or rather, alright, so, sorry guys, I'm tired, it's late. But this is the Xperia X Performance, so it's here on the side. Same one as they have on X Compact. So it's going to do a quick speed test on these. Alright, one second, let me turn this on. Alright, just got turned on. Alright, so it looks like it doesn't feel like working right now on the X Performance. Generally pretty reliable. Let's try wiping off my finger. Alright, we'll try again. So you see there, a lot faster on X Performance. And guys, if I do get the fingerprint scanner enabled on the X Compact, we'll do a full comparison against all the phones I own. We saw the phones that came out this year, including some ones like last year, like the the Z5 Compact. Alright, so yeah, definitely faster on X Performance. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll be faster on X Compact, but I would guess it would. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more content like this in the future. So again, I'm a little bit tired tonight. Not the best I've done, but I'll do some more. Probably some more tomorrow, in fact. I'll do against the Galaxy Note 7, iPhone 7, 7 Plus, the Z5 Compact, also some of the other ones in the X line, X Performance. So yeah guys, a lot to look forward to. So as I mentioned yesterday, I wasn't that impressed with the phone. Just some first look. Really don't like the material on it. Again, it's not terrible material. It's just, you know, it doesn't give you a premium feel. I still think that the phone is probably too expensive at $500. If you can get it at a deal, you know, $50, $100 off, something like that, maybe worth it. But this test definitely gave me a lot of hope. Gave me pretty positive impression of the phone. Alright guys, so thanks again. Please subscribe for more and let me know in the comment section what video you want to see next.